In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the relationships we were too afraid to have, and the decisions we waited too long to make. That is a quote by Lewis Carroll in our series, Words of Wisdom. My name is Tally, and I am a life and personal development coach. I work with leaders to really create lives of overflowing impact in the world that are centered in a place of joy, getting you aligned to who you most truly are, get you firing on all cylinders, and creating a life you love living. And one of the ways that I contribute and give back is to come on here live every day and bring you some words of wisdom, some inspiration, motivation, some things that I use in my private coaching and bringing it here to you. So we're in a series right now called Words of Wisdom, and just bringing you motivation, inspiration from people who have really gleaned a lot in their own lives through the experiences that they've gone through and have offered that to us. And we're just sharing some of that here and taking it a little deeper. So I want to talk today about regret, because regret is one of the greatest things that people on their deathbed say that they wish that they would have. And there are a lot of things that people share. But basically, the second, I think Huffington Post 2014, I think is what it was, said that regret is the second most frequent mentioned emotion after love. We feel regret most about missed chances, and we're just so likely to regret things that we didn't do more than the things that we did do and maybe got wrong. So one of the things that is said, there's an article written by some hospice nurses that really collected a lot of information because they deal with people on their deathbeds. That's what they do for a living. And so they did a poll, and basically the number one thing that people said on their deathbed was that basically in some way or another that they wish they'd had the courage to live a life true to themselves and not the life that others expected. And I think it's so profound, being able to really look at life after life after life, and what they say at the end of a life that was, well lived or not well lived, but the end of a life. The thing that most people have said is that they wish they would have lived with more courage to have a life that they really wanted, that was true to themselves and not lived in the expectations of others. So if that is such a gift to us. That is such a treasure to have that kind of perspective given to us. If multiple people are saying that over and over again, what does that give us right now, wherever we are in our lives, whatever stage we're in, whatever it is that is going on in our lives? That is such a treasure, I believe, to us to say, live your life the way that you really feel made for, what is going to be true to you. And I think one of the best ways to do that is to really take time and to reflect, what is it in my life that I am most truly made for? What is it that makes me come alive? What is it that brings joy into my life? What is it that really contributes most profoundly to the world? Because when we're doing that, it actually makes us feel alive. And so really, what is the best use of me in the world, and what brings fulfillment and really deep happiness? And it's always when both of those things are going on, when we are really making a difference in the lives of other people, and we're deeply fulfilled. When you can find where those things converge, which is often in the same places, it is a key to living a really, really beautiful life. And taking the time to reflect on what is working in my life, what is really contributing to the high points in my life. Like one of the things, I just was having a conversation with my 15-year-old yesterday, and I was just saying, like, so 2020, what were some of the high points for you? And we were just reflecting back on the year and thinking through places of growth, places of real connection, enjoyment, places that we really felt alive. Really great conversation, but it's significant to have those kinds of moments of reflection. And something that I am doing for those of you who know me or are connected to me, I am creating an event on January 10th. I told you guys the other day it was January 9th. I said the wrong date. So I do a vision board retreat every year. One of the things I do in my coaching is to offer retreats. And in this last, however many, 9 months or so, it's been a little bit different. And so this year I am bringing something I'm going to be doing a virtual event online so that wherever you are in the world, you'll be able to come. And we're going to do this. We're going to have a review of 2020 and really look at what were the things that really meant the most to me. Where were the places of growth? What are some of the highlights? Where are the places that I don't want to repeat? Like, what are the things that aren't working? And just really look at this last year and what do you want to take from that reflection into this next year? What is going to create an amazing life? And that's one of the things I see with private clients, because I work with one-on-one clients who are high achievers. And one of the big reasons they're high achievers is honestly because they take the time to do this. They reflect on, okay, what's working and I can leverage more and do more of, and what isn't working that I should cut and replace it with something else. Like, that is one of the big keys to having a life that's working, is always looking at, you know, where am I at? What do I want? And pointing themselves in the direction that they want to go. And then just creating an action plan around whatever that is. And so we're going to do all of those things in this virtual workshop. It's going to be January 10th, an all-day intensive. You can do it from anywhere. You can do it with friends. It's going to be an amazing experience. And I'll put a link below with some of the details about it. But we're going to do a review. We're going to do a life clarity assessment where we look at every single area of life and where am I at right now. It helps get you really clear on where it is you want to go. And we're going to actually design a vision board. So you're going to walk away with a digital vision board that's going to point you where you want to go in 2021. I think all of us need a little bit of a reset to some degree or another. The new year is a beautiful time to do it. So January 10th, we're going to be getting together virtually, and we're going to have a pretty incredible experience. I would love to have you there. I'll post details somewhere around this video and would love to have you check it out. But yes, this quote I feel like really ties in so much. So let me read it one last time. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the relationships we were afraid to have, and the decisions we waited too long to make. So if you want to avoid some of that regret in some way, whether it's this workshop or you just take some time to reflect or you do some other kind of reset or reflection experience, take the time to really look at where you are and what it is that you want and begin steering your actions toward whatever that is so that you don't get to the end of your life and have regrets. So blessings. I hope that is supportive for you in just really creating a life that you love living. We'll be back again tomorrow with some more words of wisdom.